Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. A quick news update for you guys on how the Orville might not necessarily be cancelled. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So it's been about 2 years since the last episode of the Orville was released on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus around the world. One of my favourite series from the recent times. Now I'm a big fan of Star Trek, and that's probably why this show really appealed to me. It had so many different elements that I loved about it, but it had a little bit of humour. Wasn't as silly maybe as the first season, where it was kind of trying to find its feet. The third season was really good, but there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not there's going to be any more of this show, because obviously it's very expensive. You know, it's a big special effects one. Some of the actors as well have kind of spoken out about the fact that, you know, it takes so long to make, and, you know, we don't yet know. But unlike most shows that get cancelled, we kind of have generally official confirmation that's over or something like that. But with the Orville, very different. The future of the Orville might not be completely sealed yet, because during a recent interview with Seth MacFarlane and also Scott Grimes, who are promoting their brand new series Ted, which is coming out pretty soon on Peacock, with an interview with them on TV Line, they were asked about the future of the Orville, where Scott went on to say, "Right before the strike, it felt like we were going to announce a season 4. I think it's a better than good possibility that we'll do this again. This is Seth's little child. He loves to do the Orville, and it'd be a shame if we didn't get to do one more season. So I would like to be optimistic. That's what I would say." Seth went on to add, "I'm trying to remember what the exact well-worded political statement that Hulu put out. All I can say is the same thing that Hulu said, which is the show is not dead. Nobody has told me that it's dead from the network, so we're proceeding under those auspices." I mean, that's generally along the lines of, it's not officially dead because the network hasn't decided. It might come back at a later date. Now, Seth does do a lot of different shows. He's obviously doing Ted, he's doing Family Guy, and he's very busy, and obviously with the strikes and everything, you can see why things have been delayed. Now, I would love to see more episodes of the Orville, though I do think they need to make some adjustments from that third season, because some of those episodes got very long. I mean, they were like 70-80 minutes, kind of bordering on feature length. And if they trimmed it back down to what they did with the first few seasons, where they were more aimed at linear television, 45 minutes, that could drastically trim down how long each episode takes, and maybe stretch them out over 2 episodes for the big stories. Yeah, I think that's definitely one way of going for it. You know, they can make some special things to kind of get things done with it. But I would love to see more of the Orville. It is a fantastic show. You can watch all 3 seasons right now on Disney Plus. It is, if you like Star Trek, but more importantly, if you just like science fiction, but a little bit of, in some way, it's funny because the humor aspect really kind of made it feel more human. It just remove that thing of it feeling so sterile that you sometimes get with science fiction, and I like that about it. But yeah, so hopefully we get to see more of the Orville in the future. How long it's going to be, I mean, even if they started work on it now, it'd probably be a few years away, but it's just glad to hear that it's not really completely dead. It's not over. But let us know. Would you like to see more of the Orville? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to go check us out over at What's On at DisneyPlus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.